Come on, come on. Come on, come on, see girl. Come on, come on. You know you want to do it. Come on. Mm-hmm. Hey, Necktie Diaries. Hey, what's up? What's up? Yes, Lord. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, Wayne, go in. What's going on? Still helping out the community. Hey, my loves, what's going on? It's always good to see y'all. It is always good to see you. Like, seriously. So amazing. Awesome women. Yeah, you always helping out women in the community. And so, like, my hat, if I had one, is off to you. I guess this wig is off to you. Okay. Because I am just so happy about what you're doing in the community and how you're helping people and making people feel good. We tend to tear each other down a lot and be jealous over stupid stuff. And for you to be a man that is just like, listen, I cater to women and there's nothing wrong with that. I salute you. Okay. But I think the women got to cater to the men too. So, this is an equal platform. We got to cater to each other. Let me cater to you. This is your, okay, we done. So. Oh, you know what I'm about to say. It has been a lot going on this weekend. Halloween was amazing. I don't know if you all saw. Check out my Instagram page. You can see with my son. He was a Japanese anime character. And yes, your girl hooked that wig up. Yep, that's right. I hooked the wig up. It is amazing. And before somebody say something, it's Halloween and you should just have a good old time. Christians can have a good time too on Halloween. He was something positive. He wasn't a witch, nothing like that. Maybe you a good witch. I don't know. But he was just, a little anime character. And it gives kids a chance to just get out of just doing the normal 80-day mundane, going to school and playing sports. They just get to pretend and just enjoy life. So enough about that. Y'all go check and see what Chase was wearing for Halloween. So cute. And your girl did the wig. Also. I want to give a shout out. Go check out my boy Proficient Cuts. He just won an award for haircut. He ain't cut in 20 years and he coming out slaying, killing people. So, be careful about asking people to, getting, competitions and then they end up, ain't been in a minute. They got a lot of stored up. And so congratulations to Proficient Cuts for winning over the weekend. Okay, first place. Okay, you call when you win in first place. Okay. And lastly, because there's always a lastly, I just want to say, y'all, be grateful that you woke up this morning. Anything in your life that you didn't think you could change, you can always change it. And just, everything doesn't have to be so serious. Like, why so serious? You don't have to be so serious. Just, take a deep breath, know that God got you. And that's the most important part. Know that God has you. And now that I said that, guess what time it is? It's the Real Love and Tea Show. Well, I got love in my heart and tea up in this darn cup right here. Right here, this tea cup right here. Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead next time. I see you. Yeah, so oh my God, this tea is so good. I'm back to drinking my tea, my chai tea, because on this show, we don't gossip. That's that other tea. People want to just tell people business. Sometimes you tell so many people business, then you will tell somebody will tell your business. So, but this tea right here got healing properties. Shout out to Be Bold and Tech Mommy. Hey, Liz. Okay. Well, I'm sure y'all want to know what today's topic is. Well, I'm gonna give it to you because you asked for it. Okay. Today's topic is not chosen. That's right. I said it, not chosen. Whose decision was it? Yeah. Whose decision was it? Sometimes when we're doing things, we didn't ask God's advice for it at all. We did that. And when we do things out of order, meaning we didn't consult God about should we do it, should we not do it. It might seem good at the time, may seem good, may sound good, but then it doesn't work out. And then when it doesn't work out, we want to blame God. I'm like, God, you're crazy. Oh my God, how could you be God and let this happen to me? Well, you didn't consult God in the first place. And so don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad when it don't work, right? And so, it could be a career, it could be a relationship. He smelled good, he looked good. I mean, oh my God, it ain't just the teeth, it's the smell for me. I mean, and you be like, you didn't go, oh, he's so smart. Oh, I saw him across the street. You didn't look at his smartness there. You looked at his backside. That's what you looked at. Or her backside. That's even playing field, everybody. And so when we choose these people that we tend to like to frolic with, then we mad when it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, you sent that devil to me. Okay. No, he didn't send nothing to you. You saw that thing and was like, you saw that thing now. Let me see on that. You saw that thing and you was like, let me get some of that. Well, it didn't work out for you. It might have started right, but now you paying child support, mad at the world. Or he a no type of person and you mad at the world. Well, once again, it's not anybody's fault but your own. You know what I'm saying? You didn't ask God. You didn't go to God and said, God, should I choose this person? Nope, not chosen. That person wasn't chosen. It was all type of flags, but you didn't see them. And so, hey, Soul Star, what's up, boo? You already know. Sometimes, the flesh is weak, man. Like, but we can be real with ourselves and say, like, some of the decisions that we made, y'all, some of the decisions that we made were not of God. Okay. As nice as we would like these people to be, and as much as we wanted to all work out, it was never destined to work out in the first place. And sometimes God will close a door to protect you. Not every closed door is bad, right? Some stuff gotta be shut right away because it will damage you. Right? It could ruin the rest of your life. So sometimes God got to do an immediate shutdown because you will sometimes get people chance after chance after, especially if you got a kind heart, and especially if they good at something. It's just me. It's just me. That's facts, Queen. I already know. Soul Star says facts. Listen to me. Don't let that thing be good. Okay? Don't let him have a pretty face, boy or girl. Okay? Don't let them. Don't let them have a personality too. Pretty by nature. Don't let them have a personality. And then you like, oh my God, it didn't work out. It didn't work. No, it did not work out. It did not work out because it wasn't chosen. Whose decision was it? It was your decision. And because it was your decision, it blew up in your face. Now let's talk about careers. We talked about relationships because it got kind of good, okay? But let's talk about careers. Sometimes we do things that it wasn't meant for us, right? We could be talented all day long, talented, but it wasn't part of our calling. And it wasn't to make them, for us to be our max at our best. It was profitable. It made us a whole bunch of money, but it wasn't our calling. And then when it ends, we were devastated. How could you let this happen, God? Once again, sometimes God will close a door because he has something better for you. Sometimes he will stretch you. And yes, when God does something, it don't necessarily feel good, right? When he's trying to correct a mistake, Because sometimes God will leave you out here until you come back and repent. Sometimes he will let you stay with that no good such and such, or that no good, or that career, until you go back and you repent and say, God, I was out of your will. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. But once again, it's not his fault. So either because being a parent, like we're parents, I'm a parent, or maybe you will be a parent one day. When you see your child on the ledge doing something they ain't got no business doing, they on the ledge, they about to lose it all, crap out. That's when you snatch them. You see that snatch? Watch this. You see my nails, y'all? Y'all see these nails? You know your girl did that. Snatched. Snatched. So you don't harm yourself. Sometimes a parent will say, you know what? My kid is kind of crazy. But I'm going to see where this is going, because some lessons they got to learn on their own. I can't tell them everything. I done wrote it out. I done wrote a whole book. I done died on the cross. Sometimes. That's why I love God, because it's a choice to love him. It's not forced. I hate anything forced. Anything forced is not organic, and yet it will not work. Just like these relationships, just like friends and everything else. When we force things, when it's not a constant flow, you know, God is a connection, a constant flow, y'all. And when it's not that, he don't give you no peace, no love, no understanding. Oh my God. It's a whole hot food. And thank God, that's right. Soul Star says, thank God I got snatched out of the situation. Yeah, he will come and snatch you. But sometimes he will leave you there to learn a lesson. Because sometimes your kid have to learn a lesson. And because we are children of God, we got lessons to learn. Okay? And yes, it kicked our tail. It kicked my ass. Okay? It kicked it. Okay? I mean, it snatched my cheeks off. The relationship that I had to learn from, the life lessons that I had to learn from, the careers I had to learn from. Here, and this is why, when it's ordained by God, you don't know how you in the room. You're like, I don't even deserve to be around these people. I don't deserve to be around these people at all. But yet I'm here. It's gotta be grace and mercy. Damn, all these doors is opening up to me. All the doors. And I ain't got a key. But when it's not chosen, you can't get in the room. You don't even know who to talk to. Let me sip on that. Let me sip on this good old secret. You don't even know who to talk to. You be trying to schedule meetings and I'll get back to you. How many I'm gonna get back to you? Hey, Michelle. Hey, Barakwa. Hey, Grandma was 99. I'm just saying. Soul Star, come on with it. Y'all, you can't even get in the room. You can't even get a phone call, a return call, hell, a return email nowadays. Nowadays, you can't even get on the Zoom. You don't even know what to link into. Sad eye. But when God ordains it, it is destined. No man can shut it. He will change a king's heart. Have you ever been in a situation the person hates your damn guts, but yet you still got the damn job? How many of y'all got bosses y'all want to kick in the face? I'm saying, don't go kick your boss in the face. I don't want nobody to come to me. I said, y'all want to. Okay? How many people y'all deal with on a regular basis? This is real. We real transparent. You be like, I'm so gone over you. I'm so gone over you. You say one more word and I'm about to snatch. How many people want to snatch? Come on, let me see the hands of the snatches. Come on. How many people right now, y'all got people in your life, they say one more word, y'all gonna snatch. And we ain't talking about this snatch body right here. Okay. And all the snatch bodies that's watching. What I'm saying, God when he wants something done, he will use somebody that don't even recognize him. I had a boss that didn't even believe in God. And yet he was always hooking me up because I'm going to tell y'all what it's called. Y'all ready for this? Favor. Let me sip on that. Oh, you know it's good when you go. Favor. When you got favor, it ain't nothing nobody can do. So yes, God moves in 2 speeds. Slow and suddenly. Slow and suddenly. So when you're in that slow season, that waiting season, when he's preparing you and getting you ready, he said, you know what, child, I had to shut that door because you did some things that I did not agree with. You did not come to me. You didn't ask me. You didn't come to me in intercessory and say, hey, Lord, was this for me? You went out and you stepped out on your own. And so, yeah, you might have broke your foot, hit your head. You might have to wear a Band-Aid for a whole year. Okay? But guess what? I may have to wear a wig until that little bump clears up. However, I got you. That's your waiting season for him to fix everything that's wrong with you. Why? Why does God do that? Because he's loving. That's why. God does things because he's a loving parent. He is a father. He is a friend. He's a husband. He's a wife. He is whatever you need him to be at the moment. He just wants a relationship with you. That's all. He just don't want you to be like, gimme, God, gimme, Lord. You don't believe me? Y'all know what time it is. Because I don't care. You know it's going down. Bible time. Let's break it down. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, y'all like that. So if y'all don't believe any of the things that I am saying to you, here we go. The Bible is the living word. Let's go with Proverbs. You know it's good when you got the prov and the verbs in it. Okay, Proverbs. Proverbs 16:9. The heart of the man plans his ways, but the Lord establishes his steps. Let's listen to that again. Proverbs 16:9. The heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. And then you got Jeremiah. My cousin's name Jeremiah. That's a good old-fashioned name. 10:23. Jeremiah 10:23. I know, O Lord, the way of the man is not in himself, that is not in the man who walks to direct his steps. Let's try that again. Jeremiah 10:23. I know, O Lord. When you got an O Lord in there, the way of man is not in himself. That his not in the man who walks to direct his steps. Okay, let's break that down. That's right. I said, woof. That's deep right there. I gotta race myself. So let's break down both of these scriptures. The heart of the man. So even if you got good intentions, your heart could be pure all day. Doesn't mean that you're a bad person. And what's heart? Knowledge, love, right? You can have all the heart, all the knowledge. Let's really break this down. You can have all the knowledge in what you want to do, whatever you're skilled at, whatever you're passionate about. But if it's not of God, it's not going to work. Because guess what? When it is of God, what's going to happen? But that's where that but comes in. The Lord establishes the steps. So the Lord will tell you where to go. If it is destined for you to do whatever it is you want to do, my loves, whatever it is that you want to do, guess what? He's going to direct the steps. He's going to tell you, no, don't take that business deal. Take that business deal. Accept that. Reply to the email. Ask that person. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be. Okay, it's just me. Okay. Yeah, don't be afraid. And then you have Jeremiah. I know. Oh, Lord. I know. Oh, Lord. The way of man. Man's ways. How he does things. How he gets things done. How he, I got my stuff together type thing. He knows the way that men are in is not in himself. So it's not really you. You think you doing all this. It's really not you. Think you doing it all by yourself. Y'all also forget that God lives inside of you. The Holy Spirit lives in you. So God dwells in you, right? So sometimes when you're doing stuff, God is actually doing it for you. I know it's your body, but he is actually telling you in here what to do. Because it says, I know, oh Lord, the way of man is not in himself, that his is not in the man who walks to direct his steps. So you ain't directing nothing. You ain't directing your steps. You might be physically walking. But in the spirit world, he's telling you what to do. In both cases, he's still directing your steps. Don't step here. Go here. Don't date him. He only wants your body. And yes, it may feel good, but he got a body count. And you just gonna be another body that's about to have a funeral. Yep, DOA, dead on arrival. That's right. You're about to be another one. He don't care about you. Hey, Nation of Walberia, he don't care about you. That girl don't care about you. She just want her bills paid. Hey, Miss K. Johnson. Periods. It ain't real unless it's got that on the end. Yeah. She don't want you, sir. She don't care about your kind heart. As soon as she's done with you, she's gonna discard you. And so it is up to you to really listen to God and let him direct it. Listen, it's the fear of not knowing, right? It's uncomfortable. We always want to be in control. But have you ever noticed every time you're get behind the wheel, you screw it up? Once you get behind the wheel, hey, beloved, hey, once you get behind the wheel, beloved, you mess it up. But when you give it over to God and say, take the wheel, I trust the process, you get some peace in your life. Hey, pretty joyful. Hey, you get some peace in your life. You get peace. You get a peace that you could just go to sleep. Hell, you could mess up your hair and don't care. Like, listen, I'll fix it in the morning. That snore gonna get good. So you go, hey, DJ, what's going on? Listen, y'all. Listen. It is not your choice. It's God's choice. Whose decision was it? Because if it was your decision, flip, it's your fault. But when you let God decide, you go to him and say, Lord, tell me what to do. It's the anxiety. The reason why you're having so much anxiety is because you're trying to control the situation that was never for you to control in the first place. You were never supposed to, listen. It was never for you to do it. The control factor is this. I trust myself enough to go to God and let him control it. I understand it's nothing weak in that. He designed everything. Hello. The moon, the stars, everything. So you don't think he can handle your little petty life? I mean, you so petty, but I used to be that petty person. So before somebody come and try to read me, I think all life is beautiful and no, don't waste it. But I used to be a time waster. That was me. I can fix them. I misfix it. I can fix them. I see something. I was in love with potential. Or this job, it'll get there. It'll get there. It'll get there. I'm talented. I was using my talent for the wrong thing. But when I said, okay, enough already. I'm going to go to God. Repent first of all. Hell, I don't have this together. I'm fucking it up. I am in it up. Okay? I'm in it up. Y'all know that song. I'm in it up. I was so ignorant to in it up. Get it up. Get it up. I was messing it up. I was messing it up. I was messing up my life. Not that things weren't going well. It seemed like I was successful, but I was so unhappy. I was so unhappy. From the outside looking in, everything seemed great. The perfect man, so it seemed. My career seemed great, so it seemed. But I hated it. The only thing I liked was my son, and he was getting on my nerves. Can I be real? No? Okay, I'll be quiet. But when I gave it over to God and said, God, I can't take this no more. I did just relieve me from all of this foolishness. I realized the person that I thought was for me wasn't for me. The job that I thought was for me, that was stressing the hell out of me, was not for me. That COVID ended up getting rid of it. And that was really God. God was COVID in some aspect because he brought us back to the basics. He allowed us to see him in it. Hey, Delatonia, he allowed us to see him in it. We still had a place to stay. Hey, Brian Davis, he had a place to stay. You know, food on the table. He brought us back to the necessities. And he brought me back to having, I'm going to tell y'all, peace. Peace. Peace is priceless. The one thing, when you don't have somebody that is destined for you, that God actually sent to you, they will mess up your destiny. They will mess up your life because they will be jealous of who God has. He wants you to be, basically, because you know who you are. You know your calling. And they don't know their calling, they'll be jealous of you. And so always small comments and clashes because they don't know who they are. And sometimes you see the potential of, oh my God, if only they could see who they are. Hell, we got to realize, correction, the problem was me, nobody else. Let me tell you why the problem is me, not chosen. Let me tell you why I didn't make the right decisions. Are you ready? I'm not God. Nobody kneels before me. I didn't die on the cross. So why the hell am I trying to save everybody? No. When you realize a person says what they say, that's what it is. When you realize life is really short, you are not where you are supposed to be, you are out of line, that job is never going to work for you. You're never going to be happy because he told you to write a book. He told you to write a book. He told you to write a song. He told you to do whatever it is that he told you to do. And because you're not doing that, you will never be happy. Success is different from having joy. Happiness is temporary. And too many times we try to find happiness in people, places, and things. And those things are temporary. But joy is always. Joy comes after the morning. And so we tend, when we don't choose the right things, not chosen, there will never be any peace. You will never feel like you've done it enough. In fact, you never do enough. And your behind is wore out. Are y'all just tired? I was tired before I gave it to God and before I really found who I am, and I am proud of who I am. Fashion will kill you. When you find out who you really are and who you are destined to be, baby, not nobody taking this away from me. You hear me? When you find out who you really are, your time is so precious. Your words are so precious. Baby, it's okay that you late. You know why fashion will kill you? Wait, before I service announcement. Fashion will kill you. It's on the line, y'all. Babies, dolls, give a shout out to my boy Cass because he was on the Wendy Williams show. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you. When you are destined, and this all ties up. Let me tell you something. When you are destined and you are doing what you are called to do and God calls you to do something, you can celebrate others. When you are called by God and you know that you are happy with yourself, you ain't jealous by nobody. In fact, God will send you destiny helpers. When you choose what he tells you to choose, he will get all those toxic people out your life, that toxic job, your toxic you. God didn't choose you to be like this. Flip. This is the flip. Ready? God didn't choose you to be miserable. He didn't choose this for your life. He didn't choose it. You chose it. You chose to settle. You chose not to wait. Let me tell y'all something. I'm real transparent. As cute as I am, you know she not giving it up. Okay. Let me explain something to you. God said for me to wait on my husband. And that's what I'm going to do. My choice. Nobody can, because this is what it is. And so when you have people tell you, you know, I'm sorry, that's your choice. I ain't the man for you. No shit. I know you're not the man for me because you weren't the chosen one. When you do what God has called you to do, he will send people to you that is chosen just for you. You don't settle. You don't go. You don't say, you know what? I'm lonely right now. So let me give it to this weak man's or weak woman's desires. And then they disregard you. Well, God told you they weren't for you in the beginning. What I'm telling y'all is this. When you are chosen, when God chooses you, you are a child of God. You are a king and a queen. I don't get into people's preferences. That's on y'all. Y'all, this is not the channel for that. This is a channel of love. And so when you are chosen, that means you are called by God. You are loved by God. And when he puts you in a situation and he chose it for you, you ain't going to do nothing but be successful. Now listen to this though. Not saying that the demons and the devils ain't gonna never be after you. Not saying that the distractions ain't gonna. Do you not know that there are some fine men out there? Oh my God, I have to smell them and be like, okay, wait, let me smell you one more time. Oh Jesus. Okay, let me one more. And then be like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, we gotta be in open places, baby. We got to be meet at the Starbucks. Okay, like this is too close for comfort, okay? Because you have to put yourself in certain situations where you cannot fail. You can be tempted. The truth is, as a Christian, you can be tempted. And we got to stop having people believe that they can't be tempted. Oh, you a Christian, you shouldn't be tempted. You a damn lie. I am made of flesh. I am made of flesh. And because I am made of flesh, I do coffee and tea, boo. You know shit. I love Starbucks. Fashion will kill you. I do tea, okay? Cheese, love probably, but I sip some coffee now, okay? Starbucks know me very well, especially with that oat milk. Get it back. You gotta be like one of them baristas. Ooh, I saw him in an apron, and I was like, baby, don't remove that, okay? And that's real, right? We have to understand. We have to be careful of who we are around because they can tempt us to come out of what God has called us to do. They are a distraction. They wasn't chosen by God to lift us up. They were called by another demonic force to distract us for what he wanted us to do. You can't write the book because you're too busy kicking it, because that person don't want you to write the book. They want you to chill with them because they ain't doing shit. How many times have we been hanging out with people they ain't doing shit? And so, when you doing what you're supposed to do, you acting funny. No, boo, I'm not acting funny. I'm just being me. I'm being different. I can't do that. I don't do what I used to do no more. It wasn't getting me anywhere. I'm called to something else. And because I'm called to something else, I can't afford that. 40 is not the new 20. Damn it, 40 is 40. And soon 40 turns into 50, 60 turns into 70, 70. Hey, and it goes on. You get older, not younger. Hey, I look good. Okay. But at the end of the day, time waits for no one. And you don't know when your time is up. And you continue to be a time waster thinking that you got all the time in the world, and you're going to get a rude awakening. Okay. And the rude awakening is you didn't live your best life. You didn't live who God called you to be. You didn't get to meet your best self. Do you know I want to meet my best self? Do you know I want to walk in my promise? I want all God got for me. I mean, all of it, all of it. I want the riches, because it say I could be rich. R-I-C-H. Okay, E-S. Okay, they talk about gold. They talking about coin. Y'all know in the community, coin. I want all of it. Give me all my coins. Okay, I need more 50 outfits. I want the coin. Okay. It don't got nothing to do about being a gold digger. Shit, I'd rather cry in a mansion than cry in a... Okay? That's my life. You don't get to tell me. People always want to tell you what they want. Listen. I'd rather be in luxury any day, but I'm not willing to sell my soul for it. See, that's the difference. Period. I'm not going to sell my soul for it. But it don't mean that I can't have it. It just say I can't be of the world. But it never said I didn't get to enjoy some of the finer things in life. It never said that. Where did I say that at? Come give me the damn scripture, because I want to know. Because I can give you several of them where you get to enjoy your life and you get to have the finer things in life. You get to be, you get to have the promises. A lot of times people don't get the promise because they didn't do things that they were chosen to do. Speak on that. Let me sip on that. Okay. That was good. Listen on. When you are chosen by God, you get to be like singing and they don't even know why. A lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Even when it's not a lovely day, you tell yourself it's a lovely day. Why? Because fashion will kill you says, enjoy the fruits of your labor. And then the Wonderful Land Express, I'm listening. Listen, oh. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Faith without works is dead. So you can believe all the hell you want. Faith without working is a damn dream. Okay? And you could just be a dreamer that ain't did nothing. Okay? Dreams do come true if you put it to use. Work. You got to work for me. Work for me. You got to work. Work. Yes, you got to work. You got to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, forget about it. You got to work. Go to work. Punch a clock. Some people will not. Everybody won't be an entrepreneur. But if you enjoy your job while you are there, while you are chosen to, here, flip again. Here's the flip. While you are in a certain position, you are chosen to be in that position. Meaning, if you work a 9 to 5, be the best at your damn job. Be the best, because guess what? When it is time for you to have your employment, how you treat other people's businesses, that's how people going to treat your business. Okay? Right now, you're not an entrepreneur. Right now, you work for somebody. Be the best damn employee you could possibly be. Everybody ain't going, somebody got to be the damn Uber driver. Let's stop it. Hell, some Uber drivers make more money than some people going in the office. So we need to stop that too. Right? Respect people's businesses and jobs and their whatever they do. Okay. So shout out to all the Uber drivers and Lyfts. Okay. And so by me saying that, be the best. Be the best Uber driver. Make it the best experience that you have, because right now you are chosen to be in that position. Right now you are chosen to do that. They chose you. You asked to work for Lyft and they chose you. You're chosen. You're chosen. It's okay. You're chosen to be at Jewel's. You're chosen. You're chosen to be at Whole Foods for all you bougie people. I work at Whole Foods. Well, damn it, you're chosen for that job too. Bag my damn groceries right. Don't have no attitude at the register. Don't be mad that you came to work because Keyshawn got on your damn nerves, or Angelica was, frolicking around and she didn't do what she was supposed to do because she had a headache. Okay? And you ain't getting none. So now you got an attitude. No. Carry my groceries to the car. Okay, go above and beyond. Because what I'm telling y'all is this. Y'all got to hear me. Be the best parent. That kid didn't ask to be here. You chose them. You chose not to abort them. So since you chose not to abort them, it is your job to be the best damn parent you could possibly be, and stop blaming them for whatever the baby daddy, baby mama didn't do and all this other foolishness, and they not you. So you find out what they good at, and y'all spend time together, because right now our babies need us. The things that we are chosen to do. Here we go. Here we go. Whose decision was it? It was your decision. It was your decision to fill out the application. It was your decision to be with that person. It was your decision to be in that marriage. I do means I do. Figure it out. And keep people out y'all business too. Even though I'm single, I know that. I have paid attention to people's marriages failing because they let outsiders in. How the hell you gonna let somebody into your damn covenant? I'll wait for that. Trust me, when my man does find me, ain't no she gonna tell me about my man and my marriage. Good hello and goodbye. Sada. You done waited all this time. You done bugged the hell out your friends. Had the fantastic wedding. Shit, that's not marriage. And then you let people jump in? Baby, do you know they would be with him if they could? They telling you all the bad things about him, and he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that shit. It ain't their business. And you need to keep your clothes. Watch this. Or, sir, your wife ain't doing all her wifely duties? Listen, keep people out y'all business. Y'all, Brian Davis 604 says, keep folks out your relationship and marriage. That's what I said. Your kid is different. Your kid ain't like other people's kids. God didn't call him to be a basketball player. He called him to play the damn flute. Now he in the orchestra. But you want him to put on some damn Jordans and go around the court, and you know the boy trips everywhere he go. Just so you could say. A lot of times we do things because it look good and it sound good. But look good and sound good causing a lot of people to fail. Not chosen. Whose decision was it? 9 times out of 10, this whole conversation that we're having it's been ours the whole time. Yes, the flute, boo, the damn flute. Back in the day, I wanted to be a violinist, but since my brother messed that up, my mama was like, "Nah, ain't nobody gonna play the violin. That should cost too much." Okay, but you know, here I am. But that was never my calling anyway. Since the age of 4, I've always been able to draw. I've always been artistic, right? Now I'm doing faces and hair and nails and drawing on stuff. That's always been my calling, and dancing. So, like, but the artistic part of me has always been there. Since I was 4 years old. Painting and drawing. Nobody does that. While y'all was out playing with dolls, I was painting. And then painting on somebody's face. That ain't nothing, baby. That's some damn brushes, okay? All right. Okay, y'all see this? So, what I'm saying to you is this. The life that we are chosen to lead is really our decision. And if you don't know how to make this decision, listen up, because I need you to listen. This is not a damn shameless plug. Some of us need help. I believe in God and therapy. Do you hear me? I believe in it. God, and I believe in therapy. And sometimes God will send you a therapist to help you along the way. And if you do need a therapist, listen. You ain't got to tell nobody. It ain't nobody's damn business. Dr. Darlene Nichols. Dr. Darlene Nichols. danministries.com. danministries.com. And also telephone number 773-366-3437. 773-366-3437. One more time, 773-366-3437. Or you can get you a life coach. Okay? And life coach, I am my life coach, which is Adonis D. Johnson. He has a book. Okay, it's a twofer. I even got the book. Okay, it's a hell of a book. If you don't want it, fine. But for those of us that said, hell, I need to make some changes in my life, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's called insanity. And so there's a book for those of us who read. It's also DVDs and things like that on audiobooks for those who can't. And it's also in Spanish, Espanol. There is a book, and it's part of the life coaching process. And it just has questions, and it just asks you to be real with yourself. And it's a journey. This is a journey, a life journey to change who you are, to make you a better person, right? At the end of the day, we all need healing, and we need to stop acting like we're so perfect and take that out. Now, here we go. Then he has life coaching and things like that. So there are coaches for you. So it's a two for you got the book, and then you get the life coaching. And then, of course, I got Jesus. I got a real connection. When I can't get to anybody, I got him. In fact, hell, if you don't have him, this is what you do. You close your eyes and you go, Lord, forgive me of my sins. Come into my life. Be my Lord and Savior. In Jesus' name, amen. That's it. You do not, listen, you do not have to tell people your change of plan. You can change for the better. It is your choice. It is your choice to decide to be a better person. Nobody gets to tell you how to live your life. It is yours. You get one life. You don't get any do-overs. Ain't no damn coming back. For those that you think you're going to come back into a finer human being, you might come back as a pigeon or a cat, okay? Listen, you ain't coming back. Your ass is dead. You dead, okay? So you get one life. You might as well do it right. And it's never too late. We tend to think that God wants us to be perfect people. Hell no. It was a lot of miscreants, misfits, prostitutes, addicts, all type, all the unwanted. And God wanted them, and God can use you. At any point in time, you are ready to be used. He's waiting on you with his arms like this, because he loves us. Just like when your child misbehaves, at the end of the day, you don't want nothing to happen to your baby. At 40 and 50 years old, they still your baby, okay? Like, stop. We need to just cut the foolishness and understand that God wants to choose us. The choice is choose God, because he already chose us. He chose us already. You already the chosen. You're already a king and queen in the waiting. You just gave up your title. He chose you already. So choose him, and choose to let him lead you and guide your steps. So you can go through the tulips and dance through the lilies. And then when there is wartime, guess what? He's Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Gabor. He will protect you from anything that's happening to you. God is there to protect you. Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Gabor, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Jireh. He is your protector. He is your healer. Listen, and I have seen it. I had a cancer scare. True story. And, I prayed my way through that. And I had people praying. I had a boss that didn't even believe in God said he prayed for me at 6 a.m. And when I went in to have the actual testing, they couldn't find it. They couldn't find what they were trying to do. They couldn't find it, but there was a DVD, a whole DVD that said that I had it. So they told me to keep it. The little CD, they told me to keep it to let me know that God does exist and he does work miracles. Let me tell you something. I don't tell everybody. That's not anybody's business. But what I will tell you is he is a healer. He is. He is. It's someone, Nicole, random. Shout out to you. She's on, she comes on. I went to high school with her. She's an actress, an author. And she was saying that she had cancer. And God healed her. Let me tell you something. And then the ones that he doesn't heal, he heals them in another life. He takes them with them to a better place so they don't have to suffer anymore. My mother passed away from cancer. All right. And she's in heaven now. She doesn't have to suffer anymore. Sometimes he will take our loved ones, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that there's no healing. There's healing. He has his reasons. And we have to understand that. His ways are not our ways, but he is. And because he is, I am, because he says I am. God is the Brian Davis 504 says God is the ultimate healer and restorer. He is. You think you lost. You didn't lose. Listen, the things that you chose were not of God anyway. They were not going to last. So he wanted to give you something. He wanted to give you something that you could take with him forever, which is everlasting, which is love. His love will never fail. When everybody else leaves you, he will always be there. Always, always. You never put your faith in people, places, and things. They will always let you down. The depreciation, as soon as you drive your car off the lot, will go. It will go down. It don't go up. This jacket gonna be played. It'll be vintage. God's love isn't vintage. It's everlasting, always and forevermore. The beginning and the end. And so when you say that, he was definitely restoring every part of my life, and I'm forever grateful, Byron Davis. Yes, Byron. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. He is. And I'm telling y'all, you think you lost out. You think your naysayers, listen, don't worry about people. Listen, I'm so busy being me, I don't even see them because I'm focused on a promise. And everything I lost, he said, I'll get it back. He said he would make beauty for ashes. Something might have happened to you that you didn't even deserve to happen to you. Something horrible happened to you. But guess what? God can still use you, and God can restore you and make you even better. You might be a spokesperson. Hell, you might have been on suicidal watch. Hell, the life coach I'm telling you about, suicide awareness. You don't know what God could do for you. And you're sitting here trying to act like you bigger than what you really are, and all you are is a mere mortal. And anytime you could go, at any point in time, it is over for you. So you know what you should do? Live your life to the fullest. And y'all know what I like to say. It's a whole lot of money in this mother. It's a whole lot of love here. Y'all talk about decreeing, declaring, prophesying. Well, what the hell if you prophesying and declaring the wrong damn thing? You ain't even go to God before you decreeing and declaring. I'll wait for it. You keep messing up on the same thing. You keep asking for the man, but your choices aren't together. I decree and I declare that's my husband. No, it ain't. Did you go to God in that? Did you? Did you? Did you? This is the message for me. You keep decreeing and declaring, I prophesy, I manifest. All this manifesting I'm seeing. Does your life look like it's been manifested? I'll wait for it. Stop it. I'm not saying, listen, I believe in faith all day, but I'm also realistic. If I do want something, Lord, let me come to you and let me ask you. Now, I might decree now. See, I did see somebody now. He is. Woo, I was like, let him be for me. But then I got to go and ask God. Listen, God, is this man for me? Or every time you hear a word, oh, that's my word. That's my message. Did you go to God and ask him, was that your message? That might be a message for somebody else. Or that might be a message for you to hear to give to somebody else. Because sometimes God have us hear a message that ain't for us to receive it or to become it. But it's actually to give it to somebody else. I'll wait for it. The message was not your message. It might be the message, but that wasn't your message. See, this is not a message. Y'all, I'm giving you the message. But the message might be for you to say, hey, I need you to tune in to Andy's show. I need you to give her thumbs, likes, all that, because this message is for you. And listen to me for real. Y'all, I don't care when you hear this message. It may be tonight, it might be a month, a year from now, or whenever. Let me tell you something. I need y'all to hear me. This life is not your life. This life is attached to others. And when you don't do what God has called you to do, you are out of alignment and you mess up for other people. Because see, what happens is you're a legacy carrier. Not that he won't get somebody else to do it, because if you keep screwing around, he will give it to somebody else. But why can't it go through you? And so you are supposed to do it and then pass the torch. And then that person makes it better. Maybe you are supposed to own the business so people can work and feed their families. And God keeps calling you to do something that you just won't do. You won't write the self-help book. Maybe you too might need to be a life coach or whatever. Maybe you too might need to do this. Maybe you too need to start a YouTube page or Instagram. I'm just doing what God called me to do. And ever since I've been doing that, I've been helping people redirect their lives to Christ. I have helped people redirect their lives to a healthy life. I'm just saying, y'all, it's time to live a healthy life. I'm saying it's time for us to stop just existing. We're not just supposed to just be here and just do. Our life is too precious to just do. We are supposed to become what God has called us to be, because God is in us. So we are supposed to become God in us. He is in us. He lives, he reigns in us. Love, joy, and peace. It would be so much hatred in the world if we had love in our hearts. You can't have no damn love in your hearts if you got bad thoughts, because your thoughts is controlling your heart. But if you can control your thought and your heart, you winning. You are winning. The way a man thinketh, so is he. So your hair could be cute all day, but if you ain't got nothing up here, baby, you a da-dun-da-dun. And you are causing havoc to the rest of us. Okay? Now the man that I'm supposed to be waiting on, he got to get over you, because you just screwed him over. It ain't always the man. Let's stop it. So while I'm waiting, I always have to pray, God, protect my future husband and help him heal. Right? We keep wanting everybody to be so perfect. Nobody's flawed. Nobody's this. When I get my man, he gonna be like this. Are you like this? Are you like this? I want my woman to be snatched, but it's your ass at the gym. How you gonna tell you want your woman to be a certain way? Are you like that? I want my woman to cook and cook. Nigga, do you know how to scrub? Because sometimes I'm tired and I'm just not gonna do it. How about you? How about you? How about we do this thing called life together? Okay. We do this thing called life together. Like, I want a life mate, a soul mate. I don't want a drainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, use all my good looks for as long as he can and then discard me. No, thank you. No, ma'am. No, sir. So at the end of the day, y'all, at the end of the day, because that's what I like to say, I love you when nobody else love you. You smart enough, you talented, but we talented together. We are talented together. And so because of that, you have to go ahead and clink, clink on this thing that I say, that we got to love one another and we got to be kind to one another. But we got to also love ourselves. We got to love ourselves and be happy with who we are. Not everybody going to be skinny. Not everybody gonna have perfect skin. Not everybody gonna be this or that. Is always somebody prettier, smarter, funnier than you. So why don't you just take yourself out of the rat race of comparison? Because comparison is the sin of all. It's the death of everything. Every time you try to compare, it's one thing to see something somebody's doing and say, hey, I would like to do that. But to actually compare your life to somebody else's life And that's not even what God called you to be, is the death of your life. As soon as you start trying to compare your relationship to somebody else's relationship, is the death of your relationship. And then what's the grass is not greener on the other side. See, them old school things are starting to come back. As the older you get, the more mature you get, the less words you use. Sometimes you don't use any words at all. And so what I'm saying to you is this. The moment you realize that you're worthy, the moment you realize that God has called you to be better, that's when your life starts. So I ask you, choose God. I love you too. Hey, Sister Africa. Okay. That's when you choose God. Hey, Tiffany Jasminks. That's when you choose God. Choose God and see what he do for your life. Choose God and see what doors he opened for you. Choose God and you will never compare yourself to another human being at all. When you choose God, you don't have time for small. You only think big. When you choose God, you get to call each other queens and kings. Hey, love you, Queen Africa. When you choose God, you help others. You don't have to worry about, what's going on in your life, because you're so busy helping others that you have no time to pity yourself. No, it's no time for any pity parties. Hell, because I help so much, sometimes I'm tired, which then means because I choose God, he knows when to give me a timeout. He knows when to tell me to rest. Because just like you have to work, God tells you when to rest, because he is the restorer. Once again, I said God is the restorer. So he don't want you to be overworked, because guess what happens? Then you get sick and then you're no good to nobody or yourself or to him, because he cannot use you. You are worn out. So sometimes you got to sit your tail down. You got to sit down, like the old folks say. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Someone sit down. Sometimes you have to sit down. And sometimes you have to sit down so somebody else can get up. Sometimes when you're chosen by God, you know it's your time to give up the ranks and let somebody else take over. When it's your turn to give it up and look at your fruit. Sometimes you are just supposed to, when you get to where you're going, is to just enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you have worked and you have toiled and you have sowed. But it's when it's chosen. Because if you don't choose the right path and you don't let God choose, who's making the decision? I keep asking you. When you don't let God make the decision and you're the decision maker, he will tell you who to choose and who not to choose. He would tell you to choose as your predecessor. He would tell you who to choose as the next person in line to take over, so your work doesn't go in vain. But if it's always about you, if this life is always about you, you will never be satisfied. If this work is always about you, you will never, once again, be satisfied, because you're always looking for the come up. I said it. You're always looking for the come up. You are never satisfied. But when you let God choose your next move, you know just to sit still sometimes. Just be still. Peace, be still. I could just, it's just the glory and peace. Your mind ain't racing. When you don't choose God, you doing this. Overwork your brain. When you choose God, you just subside. And that's the whole point. When you choose God, it's a flow. Life is a flow. And if it don't flow, it's not a God. It's organic. It's so organic. When it's organic, baby, you ain't got to force it. The man will come, the job will come, the friends will come. Your destiny helpers will come when it's not forced. And when it's chosen by God, sometimes it get a little bit lonely. It get a bit lonely. Because sometimes when it's chosen by God, everybody can't go. That's when it's chosen by God. Some people you have to let go and be okay with that. And you send them the blessing and you send them the love. And sometimes when you're chosen by God, you are going to get haters. In fact, you should. I say, come on, haters. Please. Jesus had it. What make you so different? That's when you're chosen by God. When you are chosen by God, you are just content. When you are chosen by God, you are just content. When you are chosen by God and you let him make the decisions, one day he will say to you, well done, faithful servant. So as I leave you, y'all, this is a serious matter. Who's making your choices for you? Who's the decision maker in your life? And are you happy? And not happy, because happiness is temporary. But are you at peace? So I want to thank you for another show. Okay, because your girl did that. Shout out to Sister Africa. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out to Tech Mommy. Shout out to everybody who's been paying attention to me. Thank you. Thank you. I am, I'm just so happy. Fashion will kill you, y'all. Once again, give a shout out to him for him doing his thing, continuously doing his thing. Shout out to Proficient Cuts for winning over the weekend. Shout out. And once again, y'all, two things. I always tell you, if you need help, get help. You have Dr. Darlene Nichols, Dan Ministries at 773-366-3437, 773-366-3437, 773-3437. And then you have Adonis D. Johnson with I Am My Life Coach. Okay? So, and with him, he has a book. Be real with yourself. Don't lie. Tell the truth. When you're reading the questions, answer them honestly. And then he has life coaches for you, right? So it's a twofer. You cannot do this thing called life on your own. You need some help. And sometimes God will send people to you through somebody else. So I'm giving these people to you for them to help you, for you to be your better self, your best self. Be your best self. Don't be anybody else. It's nobody's business for you to go seek help, for you to get a therapist, or for you to get a life coach. It's not. What is silly of you is trying to pretend like you're not hurting and you hurt others. Yes, www.IamMyLifeCoach.com. I told him that already, Sister Africa. I told him that. Listen, I told him, hey, young guy, you came in. I love you. You're going to have to catch the show. I'm glad that you stopped in to show your girl some love. So, y'all, give a thumbs up, give like, share, go on Instagram and YouTube and do y'all thing. Get the message out because we are in this together. Same time. Thank you, girl. Bye for now. Love you, Sister Africa. Love you. Love you. Y'all, wait, real woman. Okay, she is that queen. She is representing us in the community. If y'all don't give a shout out when the queen is in the building, I'm sorry. Real queen alert. Woo, 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 woo. Queen alert. Okay. Y'all give a shout out to Sister Africa. Check out her page. Check out what she's doing in the community. You a little sneaky. I am. I know I am, girl. Listen, check out what she's doing in the community, y'all. You gotta be in it to win it. You can't just be a lot of talk. And this sister is not talk. She is about the business. Hey, Vintage 20, check out Sister Africa, okay? She's in it to win it, and she's fighting for us. Y'all. Never would have made it. Y'all better check out Sister Africa, okay? That's all I got to say. See you. Girl, I don't care if you cried. No, sister, you be in the community and you be fighting for people's rights and everything like that. And, you know, you don't have to say nothing. When you do good work, listen, okay. Here we go. One more flip. When you are chosen by God and you are doing what God has called you to do, people will give you a shout out. You don't have to say nothing. Your work has not been in vain. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Your work has not been in vain. When you are chosen by God, a person like me will bust out and say, hey, Sister Africa is real. All right. It's a lot of phonies out here, but you real. And so if those you crying, girl, good tears. Never would have made it. Okay. Let me tell you something. That's when the decisions you making, listen. God is in on that. Okay. And now I really get to sign off. Now my heart is full of joy. I did what I came to do. And that's to spread the love. How dare I not spread and show homage to somebody that is honestly doing something, right? It's enough room for everybody. Why do we have we get the only people got to do something? It's we stronger together than we are apart. So how about let's be together? Let's stand and be together in unison and say, let's love on each other. Because God is about love and God is about relationships. Love and relationships. Love and relationships. Love and relationships. Y'all better get these hearts out. Y'all better go ahead. Love and relationships. Let's get that on my feed before I go. Love and relationships. Let's go. Everybody hit it. Love and relationships. Let's hit it. Everybody on the feed. If you still on the feed, love and relationships. God is about love and relationships. But you will only know that if you're chosen by God. See you next time. Same time, same cute girl.